Hello guys, today we're going to make a flag cake, and with the 4th of July coming up, I thought this is the perfect time to make a flag cake. Now, what I love about this cake is so versatile. You can make whatever flag you want, and you can switch up the fruits that you put on top, but you can make any type of flag cake you want for your country, your heritage, your nationality, whatever you want to celebrate. You can do it with this cake. It's very simple, healthy, and the cake itself is actually whole food plant-based. So let's go ahead and get started because I am so ready to make this cake. So I've got my oven preheated. Actually, I get a red spatula because I'm wearing red today. So I am going to go ahead and start off with 1/4 of a cup of cashew butter. You could also do tahini. What I love about cashew butter is it has like a cookie butter type of taste, so it doesn't overpower the cake. Your cake doesn't end up tasting like peanut butter. It's just a very nice flavor for a vanilla cake. Now this cake is actually a recipe I already have on my channel. I did oat flour cupcakes, and so I'm using that same recipe to make a cake today. So I'm going to put the link to that recipe at the bottom for you guys. So yeah, all the recipe ingredients will be at the bottom for you, so don't worry about that. So we're starting off with 1/4 cup of cashew butter, and then I'm going to throw in a cup of plant milk. Use vanilla plant milk. I think that would really like make this vanilla cake more vanilla-y. Is that even a word, vanilla? Yeah, if you have vanilla plant milk, use it because it's going to really add even more flavor to this nice cake. So next we're going to put in some vanilla extract. And what I love about this recipe is it's done with oat flour. So I mean, it's just so, yeah, trying to mix this. I probably should have mixed a little bit of milk at a time, but that's okay. I put 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in the milk to make it like a buttermilk. Using date lady sugar for this cake. So you can use date sugar, it works. We're gonna use it today. We're gonna test it. I'll be your guinea pig today, okay? I'll test it out for you, make sure it works, so you guys can go in the kitchen and try it too. So I'm just trying to get out these lumps here. If you get the date lady sugar, it's great, but it has a lot of kind of lumps in it, so I mean, if you're unparticular, if you're not very particular, don't worry about it, but sift it before if you can. Or you can use just a little bit more. So there is my date sugar. Just mixing this in. The batter does not look too pretty right now, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna link the recipe to this. I did cupcakes, and all you have to do is take out the cinnamon, and you can make this exact same cake. So I'm putting the sugar in. Let's go ahead and add the flours. So I've got 1 cup and 3/4 cups. So I've got 1 and 3/4 cups of oat flour. Like for me, 4th of July is really just like a celebration of liberty. You know, having freedom, having the freedom to, you know, not be oppressed, not be under oppression. And you know, as a Christian, I see that it's spiritual as well. So yeah, for me, this holiday is just about liberty. Freedom, you know, which is great when you have it, and when you don't have it, it's pretty bad. So I think we all, if you live in a country where you're liberated and you're free and you're able to have freedom and rights, then we should be grateful and celebrate. And that's what we're doing today. Tapioca flour. And what the tapioca flour or starch does is it actually takes the oat flour and it makes it work like a normal flour, because oats are normally not used, you know, as a flour. So it just kind of helps it out, makes the cake nice and fluffy. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my baking agents. So I'm going to do some baking powder, heaping 1/4 teaspoon, and then some baking soda. Just a teensy weensy more, a little bit more baking powder. Okay. Mix all this together and add more milk. All right, so the batter's starting to look normal and good. You could add a pinch of salt in here, but since the cashew butter I have, the only cashew butter I can find, is the cashew butter with a little bit of salt in it, so that's why I'm not adding any salt in this cake. But this is going to be the base of our cake. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this in a pan, and then you're going to need some type of vegan cream cheese. You could use cashew cream cheese to keep this whole food plant-based. You can use whatever type of cream cheese that you want. I probably will cut down the sides a little bit because my oven's kind of sensitive, but I just want to be able to take the cake out. So I'm just going to put the batter in here. I'll put the instructions on how long to cook it. We'll probably cook this maybe 30-35 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean, and then we'll decorate it. You could probably use a bigger pan than this as well. Thinking, should I even switch this pan? But I kind of want the cake to be big and tall, so it's up to you. I'll put the sizes down there that you can use. Okay, this is going in the oven, and yeah, I'm gonna kind of clean it up a little bit. It's gonna go in the oven, and I'll show you how it looks, and we'll decorate it. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay, so we're all set. Cake's out of the oven. Now, of course, traditionally, you would do this in a sheet cake pan, but you know me. I'm not always traditional. I don't always do things the right way. I do it a different, unique way. So we're just gonna roll with it. But if you guys want to do this completely traditional and have, you know, more of a cake and you're not worried about the thickness, then of course do it in a sheet pan. Okay, so now this is a bit thick. I could actually cut this in half, but why mess it up? Okay, why mess up a good thing? All right, so let's get started. You're gonna need some vegan cream cheese. You're gonna need some raspberries, strawberries, or cherries, whatever you have that's red, a red fruit, and some blueberries. So I've just got here some vegan cream cheese. You can use cashew cream cheese, whatever, however you want to do it, guys. I'm so excited. I should call this, instead of a flag cake, like, I don't know, a liberty freedom cake. How about a freedom cake? How about that, guys? How about we call this a freedom cake? And you might have to make sure you sweeten your whipped cream, your cream cheese. You could use whipped cream for this too. If you wanted to use some coconut whipped cream or whatever whipped cream you have, you could do that too. Make sure the cake totally cools before you do this, or the cream cheese is going to melt hardly, and yeah. So I don't know how this is looking on you guys, on your end. Yeah, not looking too bad. I'm not perfect. You guys already know that. I am not a good froster, but I try my best for you guys. I do it for you guys. I do it for you. But yeah, it's so amazing to be able to have freedom, and to be able to, you know, live life without having a bunch of restrictions. You can't vote, you can't do this, you can't. It's horrible. You know, God made us to be free human beings. Just don't use your liberty to do wrong things. Use it for good, guys, and that's what the Bible says. You know, use your liberty for good. So it's time to decorate. We've got the vegan cream cheese up here. Oh God, I'm so excited. Now we're gonna go ahead and start with the fruits. I'm trying to figure out, okay, so I'm gonna start with, on my left-hand side, I'm just gonna put a bunch of blueberries. Now make sure when you wash the blueberries, which I love to wash my blueberries, that you dry them very well, because you don't want wet blueberries. You know what I'm saying? I'm being kind of like messy with this. Oh my goodness. Don't judge me too hard. My cake decorating skills are still formulating, so don't be too harsh on me. I'm sure some of you guys can decorate a cake way better than I can. you probably could school me on how to decorate a cake. Okay, so I'm gonna start with some raspberries here. So let me see how I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna kind of place them like this. Just make, I don't know, 4 rows maybe. So this is our second row. A little closer, so that we can just, I want you guys to get a little closer, you know, so that we can really enjoy this together. I just love doing this and knowing that you guys can go home and make this and enjoy doing it too. Because there's such a joy to, okay, that's 2 rows. Okay, sorry, I'm talking too much. There's such a joy to making your own food, knowing what's in it, celebrating freedom and liberty wherever you are. You could do this, you could do a Canadian flag cake. You could do like anywhere. Like this is the possibilities are endless, my people. Sorry, the accent was kind of, so can I fit a 4th row? Friends, we shall see. Trying to brush up on my acting skills here, you know, practicing accents for you. Oh, we did it. Come on, guys. Oh, I forgot to say that my friend gave me these kitchen towels. She's very patriotic, and I always need kitchen towels, so thank you. I am grateful, friend. It is time to taste, okay? And I've got to hurry because I got to go somewhere. But I'm not going to leave you guys without a test taste. Don't you hate it when someone makes a recipe and they just kind of shove the finished product in your face and they're like, there you go, and they don't taste it? Like, how can you put all that energy and love into something and then just leave it out in the cold? That's not right. Okay, now we're going to cut a slice. Wait, that's kind of too big. If you want some blueberry, I want to show you guys as I pull it out how it looks. Look at that. Look at the thickness of it. There you see that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. Look at how thick and yummy this looks. Come on, guys. All right, it's time for a taste test. Guys, freedom, freedom, woo! Never tasted so good. Okay, guys, make this recipe. All right, guys, I hope you make this. My family's standing by for a piece, so I gotta go, and I will see you later. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to. And let me know which country you're from, and if you're gonna make a different type of flag cake, comment down below.